All right, folks, this is the macro review of the Asus Prime Z790-p Wi-Fi D4 motherboard. I'm going to start with the camera mounted on a camera stand, and then eventually I'll have to take it off of here. This provides the most stable view. Unfortunately, you can't reach the deeper parts of the motherboard with the camera stand I have. All right, so first thing you're going to see here, I'll try and keep these things centered. HD audio, okay. Then you've got a comm connector there. We've got one and then a second case fan connector, a USB 2.0, another USB 2.0, USB 3.0 header. Now this is really where you're getting your money's worth on this freaking video, folks. For those that can't see that well, or maybe you don't have reading glasses but you need them, these are your front panel connectors. So you can see, let me see if I can find something to point with. Yeah, there you go. You can see you've got your power LED, first and second connectors, power switch. Then we have HD audio, first and second, or excuse me, HDD LED, and then third and fourth on the first row reset. The four over here are for a PC speaker if you have that. All right. Now, we've got SATAs, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you can see we've got some ARGB. Let's see how deep I can get into this. All right. The most bottom PCIe is a Gen 4, so PCIe 4.0, and it looks like it's by 16. And there's the rest of the SATAs that we just saw. Going back this way, M2 socket. What was that? That was a Gen 4, you can see. PCIe 1.0 Gen 3. Nothing back that way. There's your CMOS battery. All right. So this doesn't have a BIOS reset button, as well as BIOS flashback button. As expensive as this motherboard was at one time, it really lacks a lot of the good features that are out there. All right. Here is a Gen 4 PCIe 4.0 times 16. TPM right there. Let's go up a little bit and then pan back across. Here is another M.2. Looks like a Gen 4. I'm about to sneeze, folks. Sorry. Oh. There's your CMOS battery, as I stated. All right. Another PCIe 4.0 by 16. There's the logo again, which means we're about at that point where I can't go up any higher. Let's rotate the motherboard. Now, I do have a CPU cooler on here just for the sake of having one on here for this video. But, all right, RAM slots, you got 4 of them, A2, B2, A1, B1, all right. There's a little note on here that's always good for you first-time builders. You should use, according to them, RAM slots A2, B2. I quite honestly can't tell the difference if I use A1 and B1. A lot of times you will find, if you buy a used motherboard, that one of the RAM slots or two of the RAM slots are bad. And your hope is that it won't be like A1 and A2. It'll be A1 and B1, and you'll still have A2 and B2. But, all right. What else do we have back here, folks? There is a CPU optional fan header, all right, more ARGB, 24-pin power connector there for, that comes from your power supply, ATX. There's a USB 3.0 or 3.2 header. Now, one of the nice features about this motherboard is it does have Type C header on it, as shown right there where it says U32G2, C4, a bunch of crap that nobody knows what it is. And then there's that TPM again. Let's rotate again. So anything you're not going to see in the middle of this while we're on the stand is going to be, let's see, there's one fan header and the best PCIe slot. All right, what do we see here? There is an AIO pump fan header. Now I have this CPU fan header plugged in, and then there's your power, okay? So you have basically 3x4 CPU power connectors. So you can overclock on this motherboard if you didn't know from the fact it's a Z motherboard. All right, now, I don't know if I can take this off the stand without freaking screwing up a button. So we're gonna leave it on here. I'm gonna adjust this, apologize for that. All right, now in the middle of the motherboard, let's get down here. What does that say, folks? PCIe by 16, doesn't even label it. So this is, I don't even have the box. Do I have the box? I'll have to get back to you. That's either a 5.0 or a 4.0 by 16, right? And then somewhere on here, there's another CPU fan header. All right, so let's drop down and get into position to check out the I/O area. So yeah, before we do that, that graphics card slot that I just showed you, PCIe 5.0, all right? So going from left to right, top to bottom, DisplayPort, HDMI, PS2, bunch or two USB 2.0s, USB 3.0s, then Ethernet, looks like 1 gig, two USB 2.0s, another USB 3.0, USB Type C. Then you've got line out, or excuse me, line in, line out headphone, microphone, and then your Wi-Fi. That's going to do it, folks, for this macro view. I hope it helps you guys. The only other thing maybe to show you guys is the back of the box. You will have to pause this because I'm going kind of fast. And of course, this motherboard supports LGA 1700, which is 12th, 13th, and 14th gen. And even though I'm not a big fan of Asus Prime's motherboards, it's a decent motherboard. Thanks for checking out the video. Please like, please subscribe.